Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Tuesday live session. Almost about 4 hours into the trade now. Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Fin Nifty. All three have a kind of muted movements today. Kind of confused after Nifty having reached around 17,850 levels. From here on, movements will become little slow. We saw one-sided movement since the lows of 16,860. From there on, relentless movement for about 8 to 10 days, and Nifty crawled back about 1000 points in this last 10 trading sessions. And in the meanwhile, Bank Nifty also was not left behind. Bank Nifty also scaled up around 2500 to 3000 points in the last few days. From here on, you can expect some amount of volatility. Well, markets are giving up some of the early morning gains, especially in Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty. We will quickly go through the charts. This is the intraday chart of Nifty. After yesterday's wild movement, Nifty has entered into the outranger pattern, which is like kind of indecisive. Wild fluctuations can be expected, and in sync with that, we are seeing Nifty opening at around 17,766. From there on, it came down to the lows of 17,650 and made one pullback attempt, went up to 17,709, but from there on it has continuously fallen, now trading at the day's low. Around 10:30 it made a low of 17,650. It crawled back, went up to 17,710. Once again it has cut the lows of the day and it is trading at the lowest point in time now. So this is the chart with respect to Nifty. As of now in Nifty there is no buy or sell signals emerging. We may have to wait there. And what's happening with respect to Bank Nifty? Well, Bank Nifty has not been so indifferent. You can see here yesterday it made one panic low at 41,858 in sync with the IT stocks. When they fell, overall index went down, Nifty went down more. Still, Bank Nifty also made few candles lower yesterday, but it took support at 41,858. From there on it has been traveling up. Today, for the large part of the time, it has been in the sideways movement. It opened at around 42,500 and it stayed there for a long time. One candle low was 42,310, but it has again come back to 42,400 levels from the highs of 42,538, which means Bank Nifty is in sideways movement and any buying is possible only above 42,538, or there is no shorts because it has sustained certain levels, certain important levels. So Bank Nifty comparatively is still stronger and you can expect selling only below yesterday's low, which happens to be 41,858. Until then it is more closer towards the highs of the range than towards the low. So there is a breakout level which is at 42,538. If you see 42,538 on screen, then you can think of going long. Otherwise, today is going to be a very muted day without much trade emerging, I guess. Let us also see Fin Nifty, today being the Fin Nifty expiry. Well, Fin Nifty opens at around 18,914, goes down to 18,835. From there on climbs little bit, comes back to 18,910 levels, but for the last three candles it has been one-sided, and most of the put writers are stuck badly. Most of the call writers didn't have much premiums, but if were If they had written the calls, then they have made some profits. But what is more important to notice in fin nifty is price actions are much faster in calls and puts compared to the future itself. The futures volumes are so minimal, just about 76,200 quantity traded till now, and the price is 18,815 on the futures. But I have been watching 18,900 put from the levels of 30, and now it is trading at 115, which means the price action and in the futures and the price action in the options are not in sync. Option prices are leading the futures. One of the rare cases, generally it is the spot which leads the futures, and it's the futures price which leads the options price. But fin nifty being so less traded on futures, the real price action is only in options. If you have a mechanism to trade options based only on price, then it makes sense for you to be in fin nifty options. Otherwise you cannot decipher much based out of price actions from the futures price. Generally I am a trend follower, and all my methods are based on futures price. Based on the futures price, I try to take certain trades in the options segment. But for people like me who watch the futures price and trade in options, here futures price is not an indicative price. Instead it is the options price which is more indicative. And options pricing, you all know, because of volatility and so many other geeks, the option pricing is very different compared to futures pricing. There on an intraday basis you will see 25% movement, or on an intraday basis you will see 50% movement, and sometimes on the expiry you will see 100% or 400%, 500% movements also in a particular strike rate. So that being the case, I don't have a very well defined system to trade options price alone. That's the reason generally you would have noticed I don't discuss much about fin nifty during our live trading sessions, because I cannot give you any valuable inputs on what the fin nifty might do, where are the levels which we need to watch out for. So having said that, let us go back to the charts of Bank Nifty. Here we are. You can see how from the highs of 42,538 it has now started falling and now making new lows at 42,233. The initial lows was 42,310. The initial low is also taken out. So probably because of big price action happening in fin nifty options, these prices are also impacted, and there was probably a sell level at 17,650 in nifty. From there on you can see, sorry, I am watching the spot. Okay, this is the price action for nifty futures. Nifty futures opens at around 17,780, goes to the lows of 17,678. From there on makes a pullback up to 17,760, and from there on non-stop it has come down to 17,664. So will it take support here, or will it go all the way to 640? In fact, on an intraday system also the sell is only below 17,640. Until then it is all the random price movements wherein we don't have to take much action. So this is the area where a scalper will make good money if he holds the direction right. But for us, we are trend followers, and my methodology is mostly based out of certain highs and lows. So I need to wait for certain highs and lows of a given time frame taken out, and only then I would prefer to enter those trades. And such trades where, like, sometimes when there is a volatile movement, huge difference in price actions, you would see in my system not much entries gets generated, and you would have seen, like, from morning market has moved from 17,780 to 17,650, almost 130 points lower, and from 17,650 again it has went up to 17,760, which means another 110 points upward move, in spite of opening at around 17,780 and moving down 130 points, and from there on again picking 110 points, and from 17,760 now we are trading at 17,660, which means another 100 points fall. So in intraday basis itself, we have seen about 340 points fall only in Nifty today between 9:15 to 1:45. So many a times it kind of, like, frustrates, because good movements are happening in the market. More than 100 points movement in each of the leg, goes down 100 points, goes up 100 points, again comes down another 100 points, and we are not able to take one trade also, and we are not able to capture any movement at all, because we are waiting for 17,780 and we are waiting for 17,640, which the range being, like, 17,780 to 640 is about 140 points, but within this 140 points markets have already done 350 points intraday. So sometimes these kind of pitfalls do happen in trend following systems, wherein we don't get the entry while others are making hay while the sun is shining good. But that's okay, because what matters ultimately is we enter into good trades. We enter into the trades which are high probable trades. Not that we don't go wrong, we also do go wrong, but at least on the outset we have certain mechanisms wherein we try to figure out the inflection point where the action might build up multi-folds. So those inflection points are certain highs and lows in the given time frame, where we can try to take some positions on the right side and expect some quick movement from there on, and be on the positive side when we take large number of trades. So this is with respect to Nifty, Bank Nifty and Fin Nifty. Nifty, no trades intraday in spite of 350 points movement. Multiple times it has done 100 points plus movement, but we have not been able to capture anything. That is one. And secondly, Bank Nifty is more stable, is more positive, and is more sustaining, except for this last candle where it has given up from 42,538. It has come now to 42,200, but it is nowhere near to the sell levels of 41,858, which happens to be yesterday's low. And with respect to Fin Nifty, as I said, option prices are driving the Fin Nifty rather than the futures price. So since our methodology depends only on the futures price, I wouldn't want to make any inference based just out of option pricing, because I don't have a very clear cut defined model to analyze option prices and take a call on that. Well, we will meet once again tomorrow with another live session. Until then, Om Swasti.